Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pearcast.
This is a place where you can listen to real, simple English conversations.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Pearcast, the podcast where we talk about everyday life in English. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. Today, we're talking about something we all do every single day.
That's right. We're discussing our daily routines. You know, the things we do from morning until night.
Or in Alex's case, from late morning until very late night.
Hey, that's not fair. I wake up at... Okay, maybe you're right. But seriously, everyone has a routine, even if we don't realize it.
Exactly. And today, we'll share our routines, talk about common daily activities, and maybe give you some useful vocabulary along the way.
So grab your coffee or tea or whatever you drink in the morning, and let's get started.
Before we dive in, let me just say, talking about daily routines is actually really useful for English learners. You use these phrases every single day.
Absolutely. Words like wake up, get dressed, have breakfast, these are essential. You'll hear them everywhere.
Okay, Alex, let's start with the most important question. What time do you wake up?
Well, I set my alarm for 6:30 a.m.
And what time do you actually wake up?
Around 7:15. I hit the snooze button maybe 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times. That's so bad for you, you know? I read somewhere that hitting snooze makes you more tired.
I know, but my bed is so comfortable in the morning. What about you, Emma? Are you one of those annoying morning people?
I prefer the term energetic morning person, thank you very much. I wake up at 6 a.m., no snooze button. I jump out of bed right away.
That's unnatural. I don't trust people who are happy in the morning.
You're just jealous. Anyway, after I wake up, I make my bed immediately. It helps me feel organized.
I make my bed too, right before I go to sleep at night.
Alex, that's terrible. You know, there's actually a saying in English, make your bed, make your day. It means starting your day with one small accomplishment sets a positive tone.
That's a nice saying. I've also heard the early bird catches the worm, which means people who wake up early have more opportunities.
Yes, though in your case, Alex, maybe it's the late bird catches nothing?
Very funny, Emma, very funny. Okay, so what do you do after you finally wake up?
First thing, I actually drink a glass of water. It's good for hydration after sleeping for 8 hours.
Oh, that's smart. I usually go straight for the coffee.
Coffee before water? Alex, your body needs water first. But anyway, after water, I go to the bathroom.
Same here, after checking my phone. I know, it's a bad habit, but I need to see if anything important happened while I was sleeping.
That is a bad habit. They say looking at screens first thing in the morning is bad for your mental health. The blue light from the screen can affect your mood.
You're probably right. I should try to break that habit. So, bathroom routine, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and take a shower.
Do you take a shower in the morning or at night? This is always an interesting question.
Always in the morning. It helps me wake up. I can't imagine starting my day without a shower. The hot water just activates my brain somehow. What about you?
I'm a night shower person. I like to go to bed clean, but I wash my face in the morning, of course, and I brush my teeth twice a day, morning and night.
Same. Brushing teeth is so important. By the way, for our listeners, in English, we say brush your teeth, not wash your teeth. That's a common mistake.
Good point. We also say take a shower or have a shower, not make a shower. English can be tricky with these verb combinations.
Speaking of which, after showering, I get dressed. That means I put on my clothes. Do you plan your outfits the night before, Emma?
Sometimes, especially if I have an important meeting or event. It saves time in the morning. Do you?
Never. I just open my closet and grab whatever looks clean. Sometimes I spend 15 minutes deciding what to wear.
That's so typical. You know what's funny? There's an English expression to throw something on. It means to quickly put on clothes without much thought.
That's exactly what I do. I just throw something on.
Now, the most important part of the morning, breakfast.
Yes, breakfast is essential. They say it's the most important meal of the day. Though I've also heard some people say that's just marketing from cereal companies.
Maybe, but I definitely feel better when I eat breakfast. What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Well, if I'm being honest, I usually just grab a coffee and maybe a banana. Sometimes I skip breakfast completely if I'm running late.
Alex, you need to eat breakfast. How do you have energy?
I don't. That's why I drink 3 cups of coffee before noon.
That explains so much. Okay, listeners, please eat breakfast. Don't be like Alex. I like to keep it simple and healthy. Usually, I have oatmeal with fruit or toast with avocado and eggs.
Fancy. Oatmeal is a great breakfast word for learners to know. It's a hot cereal made from oats, very popular in English-speaking countries.
Yes, and toast is bread that you cook in a toaster to make it crispy and brown. We say a slice of toast or 2 pieces of toast.
Do you drink coffee or tea with breakfast?
I'm a coffee person. I can't start my day without it. I usually have 1 cup with breakfast.
What kind of coffee? Black coffee? Coffee with milk?
I like a cappuccino or a latte. I have a coffee machine at home. What about you?
I just make instant coffee most days. I'm not fancy like you with your cappuccinos.
Instant coffee? That's so sad, Alex. You should invest in a good coffee maker.
Maybe one day. So after breakfast, or in my case after coffee, it's time to get ready for work. Emma, how do you get to work?
I take the subway. It takes about 30 minutes. I usually listen to music or podcasts during my commute. Commute is a great word. It means your journey to and from work.
Right, and we can use it as a noun or a verb. My commute is 30 minutes, or I commute by train.
Exactly. What about you, Alex? How do you commute?
I work from home, so my commute is about 10 steps from my bedroom to my desk.
That sounds convenient, but don't you miss interacting with people?
Sometimes, yes, but I also don't miss traffic or crowded trains, and I can work in my pajamas if I want to.
Do you actually work in your pajamas?
Maybe, sometimes. Okay, yes, but I'm still productive. Well, most days.
I believe you. Working from home has become so common now. In English, we also call it remote work or working remotely.
That's true. And if you work from home sometimes but go to the office other times, that's called hybrid work.
Good vocabulary. So what does your workday look like, Alex?
I usually start working around 9 a.m. I check my emails first, that's always the first thing. Then I make a to-do list for the day.
A to-do list is a list of tasks you need to complete. It's super useful for staying organized.
Exactly. I try to do my most difficult tasks in the morning when my brain is fresh. There's a saying, eat the frog first.
That's a funny expression. It means to do your most difficult or unpleasant task first thing in the morning.
Right, because if you eat a frog first thing in the morning, the rest of your day can only get better.
I love that. I do the same thing. Morning is the best time for focused work. I'm most productive between 9 a.m. and noon.
Me too. After lunch, my brain gets a bit sluggish. What time do you take your lunch break?
Around 12:30 or 1 p.m., I usually eat lunch with my coworkers in the office cafeteria. How about you?
I take lunch around 1 p.m. too, but since I work from home, I usually cook something quick. Sometimes I eat while I continue working.
You should take a proper break, Alex. It's important to step away from work. Taking breaks actually makes you more productive.
You're right. I'm working on it. When I do take a proper lunch break, I like to go for a short walk outside. Fresh air helps clear my mind.
That's good. I should do that more often, too. Do you take any other breaks during the day?
Yes, I take a short coffee break in the afternoon, around 3 p.m. It helps me recharge for the rest of the day.
The afternoon slump is real. That time between 2 and 4 p.m. when you just want to take a nap.
Exactly. In English, we sometimes call this the afternoon crash or post-lunch dip. Your energy just drops.
Yes, that's why the coffee break is so important. Or some people eat a small snack like fruit or nuts.
Good idea. Actually, I usually snack throughout the day while I work. Probably another bad habit.
As long as they're healthy snacks. What else do you do during your workday?
Well, I have meetings, lots of meetings. Some days I have back-to-back meetings from morning until afternoon.
Back to back means one right after another, with no break in between. That sounds exhausting.
It is, but that's modern work life, I guess. What about you? Do you have many meetings?
Yes, too many. We have team meetings, one-on-one meetings with our manager, project meetings. Sometimes I feel like I spend more time in meetings than actually working.
That's so true. There's actually a funny joke about this. Question, how do you get work done? Answer, come in early before the meetings start.
That's perfect. So accurate. All right, so let's talk about after work. What time do you finish work, Alex?
Officially, I finish at 5:30, but since I work from home, sometimes I end up working a bit later, maybe until 6 or 6:30.
That's the problem with working from home. It's hard to separate work time from personal time. I finish at 6 p.m., then I take the subway back home, so I get home around 6:30 or 7.
And what's the first thing you do when you get home?
I change into comfortable clothes immediately. I can't stand wearing work clothes at home. I put on sweatpants or pajamas right away.
Yes, getting out of work clothes is the best feeling. We call comfortable home clothes loungewear. Some people also say comfy clothes.
I love that word, comfy. It's short for comfortable. After changing clothes, I start thinking about dinner.
Dinner time. This is important. Do you cook every day?
I try to cook most days. It's healthier and cheaper than eating out. But some days I'm too tired, so I order food delivery.
Same here. I probably order delivery more than I should. But when I do cook, I enjoy it. It's actually relaxing after a long day of work.
What do you usually make for dinner?
Simple things. Pasta, stir fry, sandwiches. Nothing too complicated. I'm not a chef. Maybe some chicken with rice and vegetables. Basic stuff.
Me neither, but I can make a decent meal. I like trying new recipes sometimes. Do you meal prep at all?
Meal prep? That's when you prepare meals in advance for the week, right?
Exactly. Like on Sunday, you cook several meals and store them in containers. Then during the week, you just heat them up.
I've tried that a few times, but I'm not consistent with it. Do you meal prep?
Sometimes it really does save time during busy weeks, but I also like cooking fresh meals, so I don't do it every week.
That makes sense. How long does it usually take you to make dinner?
Depends on what I'm making. Simple meals take maybe 20-30 minutes. More complicated dishes might take an hour.
Do you eat dinner while watching TV?
Yes, I have to admit I do. I know they say you should eat at the table without distractions, but after a long day, I like to relax with some entertainment.
I do the exact same thing. There's something nice about eating dinner while watching a show. It's my relaxation time.
What kind of shows do you watch?
All kinds. Comedies, dramas, documentaries. Right now, I'm watching a crime series. What about you?
I like comedies and reality shows, something light and fun that doesn't require too much thinking.
Perfect for after work. So after dinner, what else do you do in the evening?
It depends on the day. Sometimes I do some housework, cleaning, doing laundry, that kind of thing.
Ah, yes, housework, the never-ending chores. Chores means routine tasks you have to do around the house.
Exactly. Do you do housework every day?
I try to do a little bit each day. Maybe I'll do the dishes after dinner or quickly vacuum one room. I don't like spending my whole weekend cleaning.
Smart. A little bit each day is better than doing everything at once. What about laundry? How often do you do laundry?
Once or twice a week, usually. I wait until I have enough clothes for a full load. How about you?
Same, usually once a week. I do it on weekends. Do you enjoy doing laundry?
Does anyone enjoy doing laundry? It's not terrible, but it's not fun either. The worst part is folding the clothes and putting them away.
Yes, I don't mind washing and drying, but folding is so boring. Sometimes I leave clean clothes in the basket for days.
I thought I was the only one. Sometimes I just take clothes directly from the basket instead of putting them in the closet.
We're both terrible. Okay, besides housework, what else do you do in the evening?
I might call my family or friends, or I'll browse social media, read articles online, that kind of thing.
Social media can be such a time sink. You start scrolling and suddenly an hour has passed.
So true. I'm trying to limit my screen time in the evening. Sometimes I read a book instead.
That's good. I also try to read before bed. What kind of books do you like?
Fiction mostly. Novels, thrillers, sometimes science fiction. What about you?
I like nonfiction, self-help books, biographies, books about psychology, but I also enjoy a good novel sometimes.
Do you set a specific time for reading or just whenever you feel like it?
I try to read for at least 20 minutes before bed. It helps me wind down. Wind down means to relax and calm down after a busy day.
That's a great habit. I should be more consistent with my reading. Do you do any hobbies in the evening?
Sometimes I do yoga or stretching, just light exercise to relax. I'm not doing intense workouts at night.
Yoga in the evening. You really are productive.
Just a little bit. It helps me relax before bed. Do you exercise at all?
Does walking to the kitchen count? Okay, I'm joking. I try to exercise a few times a week, usually in the afternoon or early evening.
What kind of exercise do you do?
I go to the gym sometimes, or I go jogging in my neighborhood. Nothing too intense, maybe 30 minutes 3 times a week.
That's good. Any exercise is better than no exercise. Do you listen to music while you exercise?
Always. I have a special playlist for working out. Upbeat music really helps motivate me.
Same here. Music makes exercise so much better. Okay, let's talk about the end of the day. What time do you usually go to bed?
I try to go to bed by 11 p.m., but it usually ends up being midnight or later. I'm a bit of a night owl.
A night owl is someone who stays up late at night. The opposite is a morning lark or early bird, someone who wakes up early.
Right, I'm definitely a night owl. I feel more creative and energetic at night. What about you, Emma?
I'm a morning lark. I go to bed around 10:30 p.m. I need my 8 hours of sleep.
8 hours? That's amazing. I usually get about 6 or 7 hours.
You should sleep more, Alex. Sleep is so important for health. They say adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night.
I know. I'm trying to improve my sleep schedule. What's your bedtime routine?
Well, as I mentioned, I take a shower at night. Then I brush my teeth and do my skincare routine.
Skincare routine. What does that involve?
I wash my face, use toner, apply serum, and moisturizer. It sounds like a lot, but it only takes about 10 minutes.
That is dedication. I just brush my teeth and maybe wash my face. Sometimes I forget the face washing part.
Alex, taking care of your skin is important. Anyway, after my skincare routine, I read for about 20 to 30 minutes.
Do you read physical books or on an e-reader?
I prefer physical books. I like the feel of real pages, but I also have an e-reader for traveling.
That makes sense. I read on my phone sometimes, but I know that's not ideal because of the blue light.
Exactly. Phone screens can interfere with sleep. If you read on your phone, you should use night mode or a blue light filter.
Good advice. What time do you actually turn off the lights?
Around 10:30 or 11 p.m., I set an alarm for the next morning, make sure my phone is charging, and then lights off.
Do you fall asleep quickly?
Usually, yes, within 10 to 15 minutes. What about you?
Sometimes it takes me 30 minutes or more. My mind is often racing with thoughts about work or things I need to do tomorrow.
That's common. Have you tried meditation or breathing exercises? They can help calm your mind before sleep.
I've tried a few times, but I'm not very good at it. Maybe I should try again.
You should. There are some good apps that guide you through meditation. Even just 5 to 10 minutes can help.
I'll look into that. Any other sleep tips?
Keep your bedroom cool and dark. Don't use your phone in bed, and try to go to bed at the same time every night.
All good advice, though I definitely break the phone rule.
Most people do. It's a hard habit to break. But seriously, good sleep is so important for everything. Your mood, your health, your productivity.
You're absolutely right. I really should prioritize sleep more.
We all should. Well, I think we've covered our daily routines pretty thoroughly, from waking up to going to bed and everything in between.
We definitely have. And we've learned that Emma is a responsible, healthy adult, and I am working on it.
Everyone has different routines. That's what makes us unique. There's no perfect routine.
That's true. The important thing is to find what works for you. Some people thrive waking up at 5 a.m. Others are more productive at night.
Exactly. And routines can change depending on your life situation. If you have kids, if you're a student, if you work night shifts.
Great point. For our listeners out there, what's your daily routine like? Are you more like Emma or more like me?
Hopefully more like me. But seriously, we'd love to hear about your routines. Maybe you're an early bird like me or a night owl like Alex.
And remember, talking about daily routines is great practice for English. You've learned so many useful phrases today.
Right. Phrases like wake up, get dressed, have breakfast, go to work, come home, go to bed. These are things you say all the time.
Try describing your own routine in English. It's great speaking practice. You can even write it down as writing practice.
And don't worry about being perfect. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Absolutely. English is all about practice and repetition. Even if you make mistakes, keep trying.
Before we finish, let's do a quick recap of some useful vocabulary we mentioned today. We talked about commute, your journey to work.
Meal prep, preparing meals in advance. Wind down, to relax at the end of the day.
Night owl, someone who stays up late.
Early bird, someone who wakes up early.
Back to back, one thing right after another.
And chores, household tasks.
These are all super useful expressions for daily life.
Thank you so much for listening to English Pearcast. We hope this episode was helpful for practicing your English and learning new vocabulary.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends who are learning English. And don't forget to practice talking about your own daily routine.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, don't give up. Learning a language takes time, but you're doing great.
See you next time on English Pearcast.
Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Or night, depending on when you're listening. Bye.